Hello, welcome in. This is Cleo Rye. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas season and I hope you're all feeling really great for the year ahead. This is a timeless reading, however, and today I'm going to start off with the Daily Oracle and we're going to see what advice is coming out. Okay, let's zone in. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Your ego is not in charge, your spirit is. Listen to that instead. And you know me, guys, ego is a dirty word, it's an illusion. What we really have to contend with is our animal nature versus our higher nature. So this is about not being ruled by emotion, essentially, and being ruled by or following that beautiful golden, subtle, soft, and divine energy that's always there for us once we tune in. So bearing that in mind, I'm going to get straight into the cards now. Okay, spirit guides, angels, divine beings, those who move in the light of the Most High Creator, please use me as a vessel now. What message do we need? What message do we need to hear? Something could be splitting in two. Four of Wands here, okay, and that's symbolism. You could be doing something crazy, like someone could be chopping a log, or someone could be cutting a sandwich in half and sharing it with somebody. That's some symbology for someone there who's watching. We're starting off here with the Four of Wands as the central energy. So this is all about spiritual homecoming. It's about stability, celebration, and feeling at one in your being. It can certainly represent long-lasting happiness in relationships and family situations, but I feel like this is your soul primarily. There we go. We've got the Six of Swords coming out here. So I feel like whoever's watching this and resonating, the Six of Swords represents you being guided by that divine energy. And I feel like, you know, for someone, there's something really important about you not listening to your fears, not listening to your worries, or anything that feels like it's in your body, like anger or nervousness. Anything like that is part of the flesh vessel and not part of the spirit. But I feel like you are catching God on the whisper, not on the shout, with this Six of Swords and the Four of Wands. There's an energy here of, you know, that where you're going is better than where you've been, and I really feel like you're feeling quite uplifted. Although there's a subtlety here, it almost feels like a real internal celebration when it comes to you moving on somewhere and going where you need to be, because there's this really satisfied feeling with the Four of Wands of you knowing that you're headed somewhere really, really beautiful. Let's see. Five of Wands here. So you've been through your fair share of conflict here. And I'm hearing the word avoidable. So there could have been lots of situations in your life where you were trying to harmonize with people. But no matter what you did, the things that you thought could easily be solved or easily be harmonized seemed to erupt in chaos and conflict. You could have been dealing with people who literally get a kick out of the energies that are summoned or conjured in our energetic fields when there's something going wrong. And that could be why we had that energy coming out with the Daily Oracle, because someone could have got your nervous system in a bit of a kerfuffle. And especially if we've been around conflictual people for a long time, we can get kind of imprinted with it, and it can take a while. It can take quite a long time for our subconscious mind to fully believe that we are out of the conflict. And I'm getting the figure of 2 years for somebody being relevant. So maybe you were trying to heal yourself with something, and maybe you were pressuring yourself to get into your optimum state really quickly. But what I'm getting here is that it takes a while for that primality that we have inside of us to die down, and for us to realize, whoa, it's actually safe now, because our body wants us to survive. Our entire being revolves around that primal urge to survive. So I feel like this is a breakthrough. I'm kind of getting this energy of, funnily enough, they're showing me a cat flap, and it's almost like, you know how you can set the cat flap so that the cat can come in but it can't go out, or the other way around, the cat can go out but it can't come back in. This is an energy here. They're showing me you going out of a flap, out of a hatch or a doorway, and not being able to go back in the way you came. It's shut, it's blocked off, so it's just easy sailing is what I'm getting. And I feel like you could have been really determined with the Four of Wands to become very stable, spiritually secure is what I'm getting here. So I feel like you're drifting in the right direction. We've got the Knight of Swords here. So again, there's that energy I felt earlier of you kind of pressuring yourself to get things going, you know, quite quickly. Maybe at one point in your life, maybe you had this urge to really kind of move on after a difficult relationship or something like that. But I feel like now you've clicked it. There was some adjusting to do. I can feel that with the Five of Wands, where maybe you kept on expecting the same thing to happen when it comes to conflict. This is almost like your subconscious mind being primed for conflict. Maybe this is something to do with your upbringing or just experiences that you've had. But with this Six of Swords and the Four of Wands, it finally feels like there's been a reprieve, like your nervous system is finally moving to a spot where you can feel relaxed, but not just relaxed. This is you feeling jubilant and cozy. There's a real warm feeling all around my heart space, very fluffy, very secure. This is like a log cabin with the fireplace on, with a beautiful cup of tea and a gorgeous book, and maybe crocheting a blanket on your lap. This is the kind of energy I'm getting from this Four of Wands. And again, I'm just using examples of what would make me feel cozy. But whatever makes you feel secure, that's what you're headed towards. This is your own personal version of securing yourself with the Four of Wands. What I'm getting is this is the temple of the self that you had to build up through maybe self-reliance, through learning the hard way, learning to let go of connections that were always going to be chaotic. I feel like that is what has earned you this very stable spiritual home of the self. We've got the Page of Pentacles here. So this is a card of collecting things. This is a card of the student and perhaps even learning about money. This is a card of being interested in how to make your way in the world. The apprentice, the initiate, someone who wants to make their physical mark or live life in the physical the way they intend. So this could be you becoming an apprentice, maybe with the law of attraction. Maybe you started to focus on what you're manifesting. Maybe you started to focus on what you're sending out to the world. And with the Page of Pentacles being there, I feel like this is a lovely fresh energy. What I'm getting is that you're now on a platform where you can make totally fresh decisions from a place of peace, as opposed to maybe the last chapter you were in or the previous chapters. Maybe they kept you feeling defensive. Maybe they kept you feeling like, God, when will this end? But this is spiritual development to the maximum here. And I feel like you're going to have this breath of fresh air with the Page of Pentacles, where for some reason you're realizing there's so much more out there. This could be something like maybe, for example, school friends that you grew up with that you never thought you would ever fall out with, but they were holding you back, or you were supposed to at some point not get stagnated in that original, that spirit showed me a Petri dish. And it's almost like you've jumped out of the Petri dish and now it's time for you to make your own decisions. I'm hearing magic wand, so maybe you've been really harnessing your focus here. I'm getting a magician energy with the Page of Pentacles, but I feel like there's an enthusiasm here, a childlike kind of wonder. I'm hearing new chapter, new book, as if you found an area of study or something that intrigued you or interested you, that yanked you in a whole new direction. Because I feel like whatever energies these Five of Wands energies represent, they were too small for you. This is like small pond energy. Spirit keeps telling me there's 8 billion people in the world. There's 8 billion people in the world. Like, we get so attached to one person or an idea of having the same friends since we're young. People get a lot of meaning out of that stuff for some reason. Even though we're immortal, it feels safe to the animal nature to be around the same people our whole life, but it doesn't feel safe to the spirit when those people are keeping us at a low frequency. So what I'm getting here is that you've escaped something. You've made moves to give yourself liberty here. And with the Page of Pentacles, I feel like you're in such a great position to start making new requests to the universe. This is like taking actions from a new vantage point, a fresh viewpoint, and knowing that you are putting out different energies and new energies, and that now you're aligned, and now you've got this spiritual temple with the Four of Wands. Oh, these manifestations, these requests, your focus is going to move you along so quickly, because I feel like you're investing in your dreams, your passions, you're indulging in the things that make you feel good. Whereas before, I feel like you were maybe distracted with other people, their needs. But I'm feeling this gorgeous sense. Imagine you were in a club and everyone was drunk and they're falling over each other and they're sweaty and they're gross and they're like wild animals. And, you know, imagine you started to feel claustrophobic in that environment, and then all of a sudden you notice there's a little crack in the door, and you can go out of the door and you can be in the lovely fresh night air with no people around you, just lovely peace and quiet, and this sense of, whew, thank God for that. You know, it's kind of like this independent, gorgeous sense of, yes, I'm moving in this direction. I'm focusing on the things that make me happy. And the more I focus on the things that make me happy and intrigue me, the better my life gets, because you're stepping onto this physicalized pathway with a new energy. Why am I hearing spiritual absolution? I do love it when Spirit gives me words that I don't even use or know the meaning of. And every time I've ever Googled these words over the years, they are always 100% spot on. So I'm going to have to Google the word absolution. It's like you're done with something. Yeah, I'm seeing this in my mind's eye. Yeah, done. I've cleared up any debts. There's this energy of you having, excusez-moi, there's this energy of you having cleared up any debts of the soul, you know, because we can deal with people and we can put our energy and our time and our focus into their storylines, or mix our personal storyline in with theirs, and it can rack up quite a bit of energetic. It is like karma. It's like energetic gunk that you've got to kind of work your way out of bit by bit, week by week, month by month. And what I'm getting here is you've done it. Queen of Wands energy. This is beautiful. And we've got this 10 of Swords on the bottom of the deck showing its little face here. I feel like you had a period of time where you were the student, where you found this new lease of life or something new to focus on. And here we are with the Queen of Wands. This is all about you using your own personal magic. I'm hearing va va voom, especially with this Knight of Swords. This is about you getting moving in a radiant, beautiful, powerful direction, and basically implementing whatever you learned here with the Page of Pentacles. And I feel like there's this gorgeous kind of energy of you all of a sudden maybe picking up a new hobby and it leading you somewhere beautiful. And I also feel like maybe you picking up a new hobby or turning your focus towards your own pentacles, towards your own sustenance and abundance. I feel like it could have pushed someone's nose out of joint. I'm getting this energy of maybe someone didn't expect you to change the track or to shift in who you are and to grow and evolve, but you did it. You've done it. Queen of Wands is all about knowing. She's pure fire. She can, I'm getting the idea of predictions coming through. They just gave me the word predict. So you could be predicting what you're going to manifest because you're that confident as a creator. That's the Queen of Wands. You envision it. You know you hold the divine frequency so that whatever appears in your mind, you can make appear in your reality in terms of your personal visions. And your own personal inner temple is ready to be made manifest on earth now with the Queen of Wands is what I'm getting. And there's also a great amount of confidence here. I'm hearing frivolity, so you could be moving into a period of time where it feels like you've got a lot more time to play and to be happy and to be radiant. The sunflower could mean a lot to you because it's like you're blooming. Imagine a greenhouse with the light off and then all of a sudden you're baking in a beautiful sunny spot. That's what I feel for you with this Queen of Wands energy. Like it's your time to bake in the sun. It's your time to show the world what you're made of here, because I feel like these energies were too small. That's sort of the energy Spirit's given me. It wasn't enough to sustain your beautiful consciousness, whatever these energies represent. We've got the Knight of Cups and we've got the Hanged Man. So I feel like you're offering up, again with this Knight of Cups, this is like you offering the universe, the quantum field. You're offering so much love to something here. And you know that if you've got the patience and if you trust the divine and if you know the universe is always listening to you, you know that it must result in you getting your heart's desire. I mean, this is in the position of the hopes and fears. So it's so funny, isn't it? We put all our faith into that which is invisible, into that which is unseen. And on the other side of the coin of faith is that fear. What if we're wrong? What if we're crazy? What if there is only the physical? Well, that's impossible. Let's just say that. But there's this gorgeous energy here of you putting the faith in and listening to that spiritual voice, listening to that higher wisdom, feeling that higher energy. It's almost like Spirit's giving me this rustling of the leaves, of you feeling the universe's energy all around you, feeling the universe hearing you, knowing you, being there for you. Why are they giving me the word solemn? Solemn. That could be relevant. Could be connected to someone you know. The word solemn. Maybe you had to deal with someone who was like that, and now it's time for you to be radiant. Yeah, someone here with the Five of Swords, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, look at these stuck together, being sneaky. So you see how that card was just stuck to this one? And these are brand new cards. It's a brand new deck. Someone's hiding their instability, or they're waiting for you to go back to who you were before. But I'm getting that you're sitting really pretty here. And I have to deliver the message. It almost feels like to me that the person whose nose was pushed out of joint up here, maybe you're going to see something more from this person, because it almost feels like there's some instability that's been hidden from you. Someone hasn't showed you it yet. It's almost like they're hiding their cards up their sleeve. They're not showing you what they're holding. They're not showing you their inner truth. They're not showing you what really festers underneath the surface. Two of Cups, Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Yeah, someone's bitter because you've literally, it's almost like, yeah, you've been absolved of something. This could be to do with a connection. But this is you having earned the badge of honor for achieving your own spiritual state of sovereignty. This is you being married to your higher self, combined with your higher self, having unlimited amounts of self-love. And I feel like there's someone waiting in the wings for you. Someone you've already met, someone who doesn't like it that you're in your power. Now, what I'm getting from Spirit is that your faith and your gorgeous divine connection and your ability to have faith in that which is unseen is confusing somebody. Because this energy will be someone who thinks that they're quite powerful by calculating in a very linear way, in a very physicalized way, in the most basic way possible. This person plays checkers on a chessboard and they don't understand why you're getting what you want, or why you're in your power and confidence and beauty. I'm getting spiritual beauty, physical beauty, whatever. You're in this beautiful energy. And they're confused because they're not playing the same game as you. You're a spiritual queen. Whether you're a man or a woman, the queen goes any direction on the board. And something about the direction you've taken has confused someone. Okay, so they could be feeling a little bit vengeful. I feel like they're waiting for you to go back to the way you were and hiding their instability. But this is complete now. This is something you've earned. This is your spiritual pathway. This is why you're on the earth. Oh, the succinct energy I'm getting with this. This is so succinct. This is so perfectly done. You slotting into place here with the Queen of Wands. And someone, I'm getting mesmerized. So someone could be quite fixated on you. It almost feels like kind of like an intrusive thought kind of energy where they can't stop thinking about you. You're swimming around in their mind. Is there anything else you want the viewer to know about this person? what I'm getting here, because with the Five of Swords, this is about winning and making sure you win, no matter what the cost. Even if you've got to walk away from somebody to be the winner, it feels to me you've already won in advance, and Spirit already knows what the results of things are going to be. So Spirit is way ahead up the timeline compared to us here right now. And Spirit knows you've already won because you've submitted to the divine and you've done your spiritual work, and you are completely absolved of any responsibility or ties to this Five of Wands, Five of Swords energy. You've done your part is what I'm getting. You've paid your debt. They just keep giving me, you've paid your debt, you've paid your debt. So maybe you felt like you owed someone something, or maybe you got entangled with someone, but you extricated yourself. You've done a Houdini and you found the love that has freed you here. You found a lot of power, and it's independent, sovereign power. I'm getting this message of no matter what happens, you know you've got this. You know you're tough. You know you can do this. And someone wasn't expecting that. Please, Spirit guides, can we have any more advice about this Five of Swords? Yeah, they're giving me the tingles. There's someone you've got to watch out for. We've got the Knight of Wands and the Six of Wands. So what I'm getting here for your advice is, like I said, you've already won. We've got this Ace of Cups here, but the Knight of Wands is here again. So this is about you being fearless. This is about you being fiery. And what I'm getting with the Queen of Wands is, this is about you knowing that you've got this beautiful energy guiding you, connecting with you, because it matches your frequency. This is about the fiery power to be whoever you know yourself to be, and someone doesn't know you as well as they thought they did. This is about you being fearless, knowing you're completely free, completely unbridled like a wild horse when it comes to someone you've been dealing with who maybe was benefiting from you being in a completely different situation with them and having a different dynamic with them. And I'm really getting that, you know, that daily oracle message that we got, I feel like this person is all in their animal nature. They play checkers on a chessboard. They run on animal impulse. They don't even have awareness of the higher self. They would probably laugh at such a concept, which is why they're stuck, waiting to win a war that you've already won. You are the initiate. You are the one who has taken this beautiful turning towards this glorious future and the gloriousness of yourself. And that's what they need to get on board with. You've already won because you've got the heart and you're moving your energies in this beautiful direction. You've wiped the slate clean. You're completely free to move and to move quickly. And I feel like that's all Spirit wants you to know. Whoever this is with this Five of Swords, you could still possibly have hope in your heart right now that something might get sorted out with this person. But what I'm getting is that for whoever this reading resonates with, it will come to your attention that there may be no fixing something with somebody. There's nothing you can do to change their internal nature. It could be hundreds of lifetimes before an energy like this can get to your level of heartfulness, of spirituality. So I feel like something's going to happen to make you concretize your relationship with yourself even more, or maybe someone's going to show you something that will give you, I'm seeing chains being cut. So this could be something that's coming in that's going to let you know for definite that you're free, that you're on your way, that you've been untethered from something. That's what I feel like here. But I feel like you know this. I don't feel like this will be a very big surprise to you, but Spirit wants you to know you've already won this love. And I feel like a lot of peace is also coming in for you. That's the prize, having this beautiful heart and the freedom here. They're pulling me to the Dove. Only by following universal law do we find true freedom, and you've aligned to your true north. And someone's still heading south and thinking that somehow they've still got some effect on your life, and you're going in two different directions here is what I'm getting, and something will be made clear to you on that one that's going to be very freeing. I feel we've got bring love into the situation, and I feel like you already did this. I feel like that's why we've got this Ace of Cups, that's why we've got this Four of Wands, because you decided to shift something up or go in a new direction that's very beneficial to you. We've got hold your vision here. And that's what the Queen of Wands does. She knows she can manifest anything she wants. And we've got the Queen of Cups here. So this is about fulfilling your own, there's something in your heart that you're heading towards that is going to be so succinct, so fulfilling. I'm getting words in either Italian or French. Viva l'amour or something like that. We've got, it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Yeah. I feel like it really is time to, you know, release this negativity, whatever this is. We've got nothing is yet set in stone. And I feel like that's what Spirit wants you to be really aware of. That you're so free now to go in any direction you want, to follow these beautiful whims. Because often in life we feel like when we're having fun or when we're focusing on things that uplift us, we feel like we're being naughty, like we should be working hard. And I'm getting for someone now, I feel like you're realizing what a con that is. You're realizing you can conjure up way more abundance, being relaxed and focusing on the things that genuinely light up your soul and bring you upliftment. And I feel like that's always more valuable. You're realizing now that the alchemy of being in a high vibration is so much more valuable than fighting at a low vibration. It's beautiful. We've got message in a bottle. Ooh, interesting stuff. Number 15. So that is the number of the devil. So be careful with this one, okay? Because they're curious. I feel like there's an energy here that's curious about you, wondering why you've shifted, expecting things to be the same. We've got co-create here. And I feel like this is new for you. I feel like you're co-creating with Spirit in a very stable way. And we've got deep knowing with number 43. There's that higher power, number 4 energy. So that's what you're following. And that's what you were told with this oracle in the beginning, to keep following that gorgeous, majestic, golden energy. Let's clarify. Let's grab a couple. Can we have one for message in a bottle, please? Let's see what we need to know about this. Temperance and the Queen of Wands again. So this could be a message about something you're creating, something you want to work on, a project, something in business. But there's also this idea of healing or smoothing something out here. So someone could be reaching out to you in your confidence, seeing how gorgeous you are, seeing how good you're doing and what a good frequency you're on. And they could want to fix something, or, you know, with a 5 of Swords energy, it's only ever a temporary band-aid. And the wound starts festering pretty quickly. You know, when you make up with someone that's already shown you how malevolent they can be, it doesn't take long, does it, for them to get back into their old ways. So that's a message for somebody. Yeah, we've got the devil here on the co-create card. I feel like this person just can't believe you're doing something without them, whoever the hell they are, waiting for you to go back. That's what I'm getting here. Let's see deep knowing. You've done something here. Someone's gonna be noting that we've got this phrase in England, like you fixed up yourself, like you really did the glow up, you really did the transformation, and they're gonna notice this. I hate that though. Don't you hate it when you've got an ex and maybe they see you and you've got a new head and they act like, ooh, yeah, look how hot you look. It's like, you're supposed to love me, you asshole. It's kind of that energy that I'm getting here, like someone likes the way you look, someone's being shallow. This could have been someone you loved before, or someone you had feelings for. I feel like they're just going to keep showing you more and more of how unworthy they are. You know, look at this, you jammy minx or Mr. Minx. We've got deep knowing with the Ace of Wands and the 9 of Cups. You know where you're headed. And there's that magic wand that they were telling me about with this Page of Pentacles. The magic wand is your focus and your passion and your drive. And you can head to any timeline you can imagine. And I feel like I'm speaking to someone who knows how to do this. You've been absolved of any energies that were holding you in an old cycle. And now it's just a case of you looking, pointing, wanting it and getting it. And the higher powers are completely on your side. There we go, a change in the wind. There's that breath of fresh air. And it's only fair that now you're free to create whatever you want to create. So I really hope this has helped. You're doing the most beautiful thing. This is initiate level creation. Knowing how simple it all is. I feel like you've got knowledge and you know how simple this all is. So do keep yourself safe, my darling, because I don't like the energies I'm getting from this. I feel like, you know, no matter how unstable you might know someone is, I feel like there's other stuff they've been hiding, because those cards were stuck together for a reason. You're doing perfectly well with this flow of emotional energy with the Knight of Cups and submitting to the divine, knowing they're always with you. You've already won, my babes. This is gorgeous. I hope you've liked the reading. Have a beautiful new year, and I'm sending you a massive smooch. Mwah. Love you, babes.